Hey, everybody, it's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. Welcome to the live stream. How's everybody doing? I missed y'all. I missed you, and I know I have been gone for a few days, but that's because we have a new baby. I announced it me and Boss Baby announced it over in the Facebook group. So I hope nobody dropped off because we weren't here. Yeah, I'm just looking for something while I'm trying to talk at the same time. So if you're new to the channel, then you'll want to make sure that you subscribe so you can see videos like this one, because we go live almost every day, except for we didn't go live the last 3 days because I was babysitting. But that's just part of life, right? It's part of life. I missed y'all too, Nettie. And so you'll want to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then also hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. So YouTube just sent out the notification that we were on, and y'all, I didn't want one more day to go by without coming on, of course, because y'all know it's Friday. It's Friday, and there is no after dark today. So no crafting after dark. So for those of you that don't know what that is, over at Junk Journal Buddies, every now and then we get together for a little adulting on a Friday night, but we're not ready for that just yet. We will announce the dates once we get that all together. So before I get started, let me just say hello to everybody in the chat and all those who came on early. Hey, Lowe's keepsakes, and thank you. She says that the guest checks are amazing, and I agree with her. I agree with her that they're amazing. I love doing the guest checks. And hello, Nettie, and of course, Penny Pin. How's everybody doing? Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda, let me tell y'all about Rhonda. Rhonda took it upon herself to send out some random acts of kindness to lots of people. She made a lot of people happy for Christmas because they got some unexpected things that they could use in their junk journals. So thanks, Rhonda, for making everybody so happy. And that's what Christmas is all about, giving. And I think I've used all the items that you sent to me, Rhonda, so thank you. And hey, Bobby, I miss you, girl. I got to call you. I need to call you. Nothing bad, though. Nothing bad. And hello, Rachel, over at Scrap Craftastic, and also Roberta. Happy New Year to you, too. Okay, so I took out a few things to do the guest checks with. And I'm going to be using quite a few things that I have up in the shop because I wanted to do some Valentine Day-esque type of guest checks this time. So I had to go digging through some of the ephemera that I have, so we could, get her done. So a few things that we're going to be using are these lovely pieces of ephemera, and they are a physical product. They are not a digital product, but if I have a demand for them, I may switch them over to a digital. But right now they're kind of way down on the list to go on digital, but these are physical products, so they are printed and they're shipped out to you. Now for this particular project, I just printed these on regular white paper because I knew I was going to be adhering them to something else. So this is what they look like, and it's a whole bunch of pieces. And if you are one of my customers and you've got this before, these are actually, I've made the pieces a whole lot bigger. So it's just some really gigantor pieces that can be glued to some pages and stuff. So I put the links to everything in the description if you're interested. And also we're going to be using some of these, which are my leaf doodles. And I actually made some especially for this particular project. And I shared those with the patrons today. So if you are a super fan Plus member, then you would have gotten a few of these. And also I threw in a page. I didn't throw it in because y'all know I don't throw anything. I like to put things together nicely and gently. And so I put a page from this kit, and also some leaf doodles that were colored especially for this project in red and pink for the Superfan Plus members over at Patreon. So if you're January, Happy New Year reward. Now, we're also going to be using some items from this digital kit. And again, this was a reward that was put out a few months ago. So if you do go over to Patreon, which is patreon.com/Liz for a day, and you join the Superfan members, you'll still have access to all the previous rewards. So that's quite nice. So I'm going to be using this page right here too. And I already cut these out, and they cut quite nicely with the Brothers Scan and Cut. So if you all have a scan and cut, I try to make the digital so that you can cut your ephemera with the Brothers Scan and Cut. So I cut those a little bit earlier. So hello, Tammy. Thanks for coming on. And Angel. Hey, hey, hey. And also Emily. You're not late, Emily. You're not late. I just started. And hey, Lowe's again. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for your compliment. I appreciate it. Oh, you love the striped twine? Yeah, this twine is awesome. So I thought I would use maybe a few pieces of the twine, so I took that out as well. And then I took out a few other pieces, and like I said, most of these pieces are up in the shop. I put the link in the description if it's something that you're interested in. So we have some coat checks. Here are some of the leaf doodles that I did just for this particular job. So I wanted to have like reds and pinks. So I made sure I did lots of reds and pinks. So those are part of the rewards. And I already had some tickets out. So I just took some tickets out. These are perforated, so it's actually one of these is like 3 pieces. So I kind of ripped some of those up. I made some ladies' home journal cards into like some little stamps that I could use because I love the colors of those. I took out some of the vintage vocabulary letters to use, and also some pink price tags. So we're heavy on the pink and not heavy on the red, but heavy on the pink. Hey Sharon, thanks for joining us. And I have some hearts. I have some heart die cuts, and I even have die cuts in the shop as well. Okay, so let us get the show on the road here. And let me move some of this stuff out the way, because y'all know I'm long-winded and it takes me forever to do stuff. So I just need to get started, huh? I also took some fabric out, and it has like some red florals on it. It's kind of pinkish red, so I didn't know if I was going to use this or not, but I took it out. And also I have pink guest checks up in the shop now as well, and that's what I'm going to be using these, because y'all, I love guest checks. I love using the guest checks. So if y'all been over here with me, you know I use every opportunity to make some guest checks. So I did some ahead of time, a few. Well, I kind of gathered things, but this is the only one that is complete. And it actually has some pink sewing around it, but it's kind of hard to see because that pink kind of just goes into the background. So I think I'm going to have to use a different color than pink on here. But I also used some of that pink twine, and then I just did like a cluster of ephemera on here, and it came out quite pretty, I have to say. So what I did ahead of time was I just put a few pieces that I thought might go together on here, and so you'll see them all, but I just paper clipped them together because, you know, I was going for the project 20, but y'all know I don't think I'm going to be able to get through the project 20. I don't even know what that went to. Okay, so let's move these over there, and we'll move this over here because there's a few things that we need to do. Y'all, I got my candle. Look, it's not hardly anything in here, but I thought I would try to see if it'll still burn. I do have some more candles, but y'all, I'm cheap, so I'm trying to get as much as I can out of here. But I don't think this one's gonna burn. Nope, it's not gonna burn. So I'm gonna have to get the rest of the wax out of there. And this one will burn though. I still have quite a bit in this one. I actually got this candle last year for Christmas, and I got some new candles this year, so I'm quite anxious to get into those too. Oh, you like the claim checks? The claim checks are cool. I love those. I love using those too. All right, so on this one, I just want to do a spot of prep work. Now, I'm surprised I still have some red distressed ink, because I used it like crazy for Christmas. And y'all, to tell you the truth, I'm still documenting Christmas over on the Patreon channel. So I have a few pages left. I think I'm up to the 27th with my documentation. Yeah, and my Christmas journal, well, I want to say my December daily journal is a fat. And I'm quite proud of myself because I journaled every day in December. And although I'm not quite done, that's because I didn't like journal about each day. I put like extra things in there, like when I did the albums that I like, the music I like, or the movies. Those didn't really go on a particular day. So, and sometimes I would just do like backgrounds and things like that. So, I still have a bit to do. Well, hey there, Michigan to Arizona. We're glad you're here. We're glad you made it with us. We are putting together some guest checks. And y'all, how I do my holidays is very quite simple. I just use some regular ephemera, and then I put a few pieces in there that's kind of themey. So in this case, the hearts are probably just the most themey part that I have. So it's not that themey, but you know, it still will look nice in a nice romantic setting, which would be a romantical journal. So I was thinking today, I wonder, can I get some journals done for our Valentine's Day? I think I'm going to make me like a project outline so that I can like actually get things done on a specific time schedule. Because this year I want to try to stick to my schedules for things that I intend to do for sure. So Emily says she found some items that she would be able to use. She says they're not Valentine's Day themed, but you still should be able to use them, because you don't have to have a Valentine's Day stuff, you know? You can just have some stuff that's themey like this. So like, I'm going to cluster all these together. And y'all, as I do these, I'm going to go ahead and roll this through the machine. Let me see. Let's see if we can put the whippersnapper up here some kind of way where I don't have to keep moving it back and forth. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Okay. I am going to change my threads because, like I said, the pink just kind of disappears. I think I'm going to try white. White may disappear too, but let's try white and see how that works out. Alright, we have a bobbin all done for this, so it's only going to take me a moment to load this. So what are you all working on? What are y'all working on today? I missed y'all. Although I had a lot of fun with Boss Baby. She's a lot of fun. So when I'm doing stuff and I can't see what she's doing, I ask her, I said, what are you doing? She says, I'm not doing nothing. She's only 2 years old. Well, she'll almost be 3, like in a month. Like, I'm not doing nothing. So I have to keep my eye on her. She's pretty good though. Let me put my specs on so I can see what I'm doing. Cause you know the whippersnapper is pretty easy to thread. And if you don't know who the whippersnapper is my brother SQ9185 computerized sewing machine that you see in front of you. Ooh, Angel says she wants to do a journal for each holiday. Girl, you go, girl. I want to see that myself. So I'm going to do number 17 on Mr. Whippersnapper. See how this white works out. I kind of like the white, but again, it might disappear. I might have to go to red or something. Oh, you having a hard time, Nettie, with your sewing machine? Tell that sewing machine to don't give you a hard time. Now, the nice thing about sewing, even though find my focus thing. Good night, Irene. So you can see it's like really subtle on this one. Oh, it's supposed to rain this weekend. It's probably gonna, I don't know what the weather is here. My mom says it's supposed to be cold tonight. Okay. Let me see. I have to, even though I had everything together, I didn't really know how I wanted to put all these items. So I'm just, they're getting put in all different directions. And I always try to leave some space for journaling, of course, because this is a journal card essentially. Ooh, Roberta's putting her signatures together for her first journal. Yay! Make sure you post that up in the group. So if y'all not part of the Junk Journal Buddies group, y'all need to come over. Y'all need to come over to the group. Okay, I'm going to do a zigzag on this to hold everything together. Now you could use glue, but y'all, I don't want to use any glue if I don't have to today. So I'm just going across everything. I try to put everything in here so I can just catch everything, but I already know I didn't catch this. I didn't catch the heart. So I'm going to do another line of sewing in here because she's kind of extra. And I think I'm going to have to change to red because I can't see, y'all. I can't see the white. It might drive me nuts, and I'll cut the extra strings off of here. And see, even when you sew, you still have lots of room where you can journal on the back if you wanted to. So Bobby says she's doing some house cleaning. You're going to clean the TV and you're going to be like, wow, I didn't know my TV was that clear. I just cleaned the TV, but I haven't turned it on since I cleaned it because it probably has some little bitty fingerprints on it. Okay, I am going to change this to red. Let me change red to red because white's not really working out for me. Hopefully I have enough red to get this project done because y'all know I've been using red like crazy. Last month was red and green month for me. Thank you, Jessica. And hello, Vanessa. Hello everybody. I'm glad you all are here with me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Y'all, we had 22 people on there. There's only 6 likes on here. And remember, we're trying to get these videos to 1,000 likes. So I'm going to need y'all. So anybody that comes on the replay, I'm going to be needing you to give this video a thumbs up as well. All right, so now we got quite a few pieces here, and use my distress ink around it, because y'all know what, it's just these are just like plain old guest checks until you start putting the distress ink around it. Y'all, I'm trying to talk and read at the same time, and read through my glasses that won't let me read the chat. I kind of agree with you. Bobby says she thinks the white is okay if I'm trying to emphasize the other pieces, but I like to see the threads. I like to see the stitching, because y'all know I have like that beautiful stitching that's coming off of the machine, so I want to see it. I want to see it. And you know, y'all can give the video a thumbs up, and you can also share. You can share the video out to your friends. You can post it on your Pinterest account. You can put it in your other Facebook groups. That all helps, so everybody can see it, and then we can get 1,000 likes. We can get some 1,000 likes going. Y'all, do they make pink? Does Tim Holtz, does he make pink distressed ink? I don't even know, because I only have like a few. I think I have purple, green, red, and blue. And then I have, you know, the good old vintage photo. But I don't even know if he has like pink. But I figure the red would be okay, even on the pink items, just to kind of make things stand out just a smidge. Ooh, you're doing a travel journal. I was thinking about going backwards and doing a travel journal for some of the places that I've been, because y'all been to some cool places, chat. And I do have it documented, but I think I would like to do it like documented, like junk journal style. So I've been thinking about that. Oh, let's go around this first. Let's see how the red is gonna look. All right, I'm gonna do number 17 again. All right, I'm gonna read the chat as soon as I get done with this. For some reason, I find I can't sew and read the chat at the same time. I don't know why. And I try it every time, and things just never work out for me. Never. Alright, that's better. See, I feel better about this one because I can see the stitching around here. And red's not that bad on here. Yeah, you can never have too much distress ink. Well, I think you can, because sometimes people grunge their stuff up a lot. And you know what? To each his own. I like the grungy look, but sometimes I don't want a lot of grungy look, and sometimes I do. All right, and I'm gonna put that there, and I have one more piece. I put a lot of pieces on this one. All very pinkish. Okay, so Now the trick is to try to catch everything, but I know I'm not going to catch everything on this one because I have a lot of pieces here. But I am going to do a number 27. That helps so much that I clean my glasses. Woo-wee. Beat it up, whippersnapper, beat it up. There's a lot of layers that's going through. All right. Yeah, I like the red better. I can see because I like being able to see. Now, I could just glue some of this stuff down that's like still kind of sticking out. I guess I could do that because I actually don't want to put like a lot of sewing on here, just a tidbit. So let me get some glue. And just put a dab of glue here and a dab of glue there. And put some here. Y'all probably gonna see my head. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. I don't need a lot of glue. Put some glue there, just to make it lay down. All right. Okay, there we go. Now, I like that one a lot. Get my scissors out. And y'all know I don't mind a little bit of stringage on here. And you can see how it looks on the back. Kind of cool. These are like, the writing is like upside down, so you have to flip it over like that. That check. And I got glue on my hands now. How did I do that? I got glue on my hands. I didn't even put that much glue on there. I didn't think. All right, next up. So what I could do, which I may do when I get off because I'm sure I won't have my 20 done for project 20, is just sit and just do all my distressed ink at one time. Finish putting the pieces that I want together and then do the sewing on the guest checks itself. And then attach the pieces. So you could do it that way in assembly line fashion. That always works well. I'm not going to sew through my sexy fingernails, okay, Bobby? I'm not going to sew through them. Even though they're red just like the threads. I've never used the shoe polish for aging. I have some though, but I actually have like some neutral polish, so I don't think it will work. I don't think it'll work unless it's like a darker polish, but I'm not sure. I've seen people use it before. This glue is Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. And I always keep like a little bottle of this glue because it comes out really easy, but it's like really kind of like a watery type of glue. So if you use it, you have to use it sparingly or else you're going to have glue everywhere. Like I had glue on my fingers. I don't know how I did that. It's ridiculous. Oh, thank you, Nettie. Nettie says she doesn't usually like pink, but she likes how the guest checks are coming out, so that's cool. It's just to add a hint of pink. I think I've been really loving pink. Pink was a good year in my house. In my house for 2019 for sure. Or in my closet. I was like, I'm really digging the pink. All right. So this one. I'm going to sew this on first. I'm going to do like a zigzag stitch. here. So it's kind of gonna look like a little stamp. I'm concentrating. Y'all know when I'm not talking, I'm concentrating. Y'all, we still only got 12 likes. Y'all don't like this video? Is that what y'all saying? Are you saying you don't like it? Alright. I think we need some more pieces for this one though. Because now this feels like one piece. I don't know. I don't know. Let's come a little closer. Oh, this is upside down. Should be this way. And how am I gonna put this together? These don't really fit together like I was thinking. We might have to do something a spot different. It's like I don't want to cover this piece up. It's kind of a banner, but it doesn't. If I put it up here, it's gonna cover up the guest checks, and I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll put it in the middle. You know, I never like really put things in the middle. Okay, let's see. Let us get some other items over here. And let us see what we can put together. Maybe put one of my gargantuan pieces here. Now that covers up everything. When I say gargantuan, I mean gargantuan. These pieces are humongous. Let's see. See what we have in here. I mean, I have some smaller pieces I can use. I can do something like that. Or something like that. Of course, I'm going to cut this piece off down here at the bottom. So I'm covering too much of the guest check up now. Let's see. No, I don't like that. That's not working for me. I might have to go to another piece because this one is not working for me. Let's try. I'm gonna fussy cut around this one and see. Do a little bit of an experiment. Do y'all like fussy cutting with big scissors or little scissors? I kind of like using the big scissors, but the little scissors are definitely better, but kind of a big scissors kind of girl. So this will be a vintagey flower. I mean, it is a vintagey flower already, but I'm cutting away the background. Okay. Now, that's better. I have that kind of sticking out. Still feels like it's missing something, maybe one more piece. Oh, how about a heart? How about we put a heart on there? I think that will look good. And maybe I was playing around with these little itsy bitsy pieces. Okay. All right. Okay. I think this will work for me. Let's move some of this stuff out the way. But we still need some vintage photo on here. Hey, Livies. Hey. Okay. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going off the camera a little bit. I'll try to stay on. Okay, so on this one, I put a few pieces here. I'm going to put this little stamp that I have here on this page some kind of way. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to use a straight stitch because it's so tiny. See if I can catch it. I mean, if you don't have a sewing machine, of course you could glue things, but y'all know I'm a sewing kind of girl. I love sewing stuff. It makes me happy. Alright, so we got the picture on. And let me go around just a little bit on my flower. It's like so subtle I can't even see it. So now I'm going to try to put this on in a way where I can catch everything. So this time, instead of going across this way, I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to do a number 54. Put this over here so I won't go over the lady's head. Alright, here we go. 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 Took me a long time to put that piece together. What's up with that? Alright, let's get some of this red off. Or thread, rather. It needs a haircut. Okay, I think I'm also going to sew on this side also with the same stitch. Oh, y'all know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go around the guest check first. But that's okay. Because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that now. Because you know there's no mistakes in junk journaling and making ephemera. And I'm just using kind of like it's like a honeycomb stitch. And you had to go print you out some guest checks. I know that's right, girl. Guest checks are my fave. I really like the green ones too. It's a really nice way to make like a journal spot. And I like just gluing these right down to the page and then writing on the lines. That's what makes them perfect because they have the lines on them already. So you can have a journal opportunity. What I like to call this a journaling opportunity. Hey Barb, I almost missed you. Alright, so now this one has lots of lovely sewing on it, and it doesn't even need any glue on this one. Everything's down quite nicely. Next. Alright, so here's the next one. And I have another banner here. I cut these a long time ago too. All right, so before we get started, let's do our vintage photo. Because it definitely makes a difference. I thought about like putting the, not vintage photo, I'm sorry, the distress ink. I thought about putting the distress ink on the front and on the back. So when you write on, if you write on the back of them, it will have like a nice pretty border around it as well. Roberta says for lined sheets in her journal. Oh, for lined sheets, can you use notebook paper? Heck yeah, you can use notebook paper. You can use anything you want. I use notebook paper. I use, there's a little net in here. I use ledger paper. It's good. Like anything that has lines on it. And I love using pages from notepads. So I used a ton of those in the December dailies. So yep, you could definitely use notebook paper. The stitches do make it, Emily. Once I started sewing stuff, it was on and popping, girl. Yep, like Livy says, just take your machine out and just give it a whirl if you have one. Now, I wouldn't recommend like hand sewing this stuff because it'll just take too long. You're only gonna have one piece after 2 days. Y'all, it is this little net. I don't know if y'all can see him, and he's like, it's photo bombing. He's photo bombing this place. All right, so we got all of those are ready to go on. And I'm going to do this one like I did the other one. Let's sew this on first. And then I'll sew around the guest check this time. So I'm going to leave it on that same stitch. And if you don't have a sewing machine, what you could do is you can like glue the pieces together, and you can use your pen and make like a faux stitching around it. And that looks really good too. But since I got the sewing machine out, you know, I have to give it a go. Y'all, this video is not going to make it to 1,000 likes. I could tell because y'all slacking. You all are slacking on the likes. I do realize that sometimes you may be watching on a device where you can't do your thumbs up, so I'm okay with that. So I decided to use like one of the words from the vintage digital kit, vintage vocabulary digital kit, kind. I thought that would be a nice word for this. Okay, y'all. I love using number 27, so I'm going to use that again. It just makes me happy. Thank you, Natty. So, I think, I'm trying to think, do I want to put even more? Oh, y'all forgot to go around the edge again. Ooh, child. Okay. No problemo. We shall do that right now. Y'all, that's my Russian voice. We should do this like that. I'm gonna do number 25. Actually, it kind of works that I didn't go around the guest check because it's actually holding some pieces on. Should she go around again? I think I should. So I'm just going to change my stitch up just a little bit. So when it goes over again, it won't go like right over the same spot. So I like the effect that makes. Y'all, today was supposed to be a finish up Friday, but since I haven't been on all week, I didn't have anything to finish. I probably do have. I have plenty to finish actually, but you know. I wanted to do something new because that's how we roll. Oh, the life of a nanny. Yeah, then you can always go back and watch the replay, but I know it's not the same as watching live. So that's what that one looks like. A lot of stitching on that one. All right, let's put that next. Let's see where we are on time. Okay, we're getting close. All right, we might have time to do a one more. So we have some of the pieces together here. Let's get the red out. You're looking for a canceled stamp, Barb? Go to Staples or a office supply place, and then you'll find a cancel stamp that people use in a real office. Would that work for you? That's what I would do. People don't think about using like regular stamps. You can use that especially in your collages and stuff. It's kind of cool. All right, and let's do the heart. Y'all haven't even had dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. I think I know, but I'm not sure. I'm not going anywhere. I've been in the house all day. I've been working since I didn't get to do much work when the little one was here. I was playing a little bit of catch up, which you never really catch up. And so I've been in my jammy jams all day, but don't worry, I'm not in my jammy jams now, because before I came on, I went and got all cleaned up and stuff for you guys and brushed my teeth. In the evening, when it's time to come on, I was like, I gotta get dressed up like I'm going to a party or something. So Rhonda says she got her cancel stamp at Hobby Lobby. All right, one more little piece here. And then we'll be ready to put this joker together. All right. Let's see how we're going to put these pieces together. Because although I kind of when I put the pieces together, it was kind of a preliminary type of thing. It had no meaning, no rhyme or reason. I was just like, I'm going to use this piece, this piece, this piece, and okay, and that piece. All right, so let's... So, of course, you can do yours any kind of way you want to. The point of this exercise is to leave some a journaling spot on here though. Because if you don't, you won't have any place to write. Okay, so this one I'm gonna go across. Oh, wait a minute, my fly is wrong. And I'm gonna do the zigzag. And that caught everything. I still got to go around. And I think I'm going to do number 25 again. Because 25 is kind of like a simple stitch, but quite beautiful, I have to say. So let's do 25. And then I'm going to show you what we've done so far. In a close-up kind of way. I think I'm going to start posting pictures of what we do together here over on the Patreon channel as well. Some close-up pics. I don't know. I need to quit making more work for myself. And this one, I am only going to go once around. Okay, so let's move Mr. or Mrs. Whippersnapper. I don't know which one it is. It has no gender. It's genderless. Okay. Alright, so these are the ones that we finished, maybe. I think I want to use, like, on these ones that have, on these ones. On the ones that have holes, I hate it when people say these ones, so I have to correct myself. On this one, where it has a hole, I think I want to use some twine. So, on this one, I'm going to use red twine. And let me see. Or, I could use some fabric. See, I thought I was finished, but I wasn't. Y'all thought I was finished too, didn't you? I know you did. Let's see, I'm going to take a little bit, even though this is already down, take a little bit of fabric. Of course, it probably would work better if it was earned. I gotta put my glasses back on because I can't tell which side is the right side. I don't think it has a right side. So this one's not like glued down. So I'm trying to make a tab. Right, there we go. And then let's take our tiny attacher and make sure I don't go through the hole. There we go. Kind of weird because it's kind of sitting up a little bit. I mean, I could sew it down some more. But I think that's going to be okay. So that's different. It's a little weird, but it's different, and I like that. Okay, and let's see if anything else needs a little zhuzhing up. And plus, I need to cut some of the strings off of some of the stuff, too. So let's do that. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, this one has a whole bunch of white strings all over the place. Get some of the strings off. I'm concentrating on the stringage. I'm concentrating on the stringage. Okay, and then that's nothing. All right, so let's do a little bit of a close-up. Let's get closer. All right. So this is the one that I did before we started. And I like that. And this has the white thread, so it's harder to see, which I guess it doesn't make that big of a difference. And then that's what it looks like on the back. And I like incorporating the pieces in here. Of course, whenever you put pieces like the twine on it or the fabric, it's going to add some bulk to your pages, so you have to keep that into consideration too. So I'm going to make these into digital, so I'll probably mostly just use the flat pieces, and it'll look like it has the raised pieces, but it won't. So I like this one too. This one is the white, and I like using these my doodle leaves for these. They make a fantastic background. And that's what the back looks like. And then this one right here. Y'all, it's like when you start putting the pieces together like this, it doesn't look like much, does it? But then when you put that sewing on there and you put the distress ink around the sides, everything changes, doesn't it? This is a magnificent little piece of art. If I do say so myself, it's so pretty. I like that. Yeah, I think I like this one the best though, because this looks like a little stamp even though it's not. Let me see. I'm going to bring y'all in a little closer so y'all can really see. And let me fix the focus and move my hand out the way. There we go. Look at that. So you can see how it's stitched around here. That is kind of cool. Kind of cool indeed. That's so pretty. And then that's what the back looks like. So you can definitely still use the back. I have written on the back of some guest checks that had the sewing on it, and it was quite easy still. Ooh, look at those colors. Y'all, doesn't that say Valentine's Day? Y'all, give this video a thumbs up for our Valentine's Day guest checks. They are so pretty, and I love the double sewing around the edges as well. And then this is the one where I added the fabric to it. Looks like a little tag, which it is. As you can turn these into tags. So I'll probably, because you can write on the back of these too. So what I'll probably do is just add some fabric to it, and then it'll be a tag. Wham. And then I need to make more tags too. So I'm bringing back Tag Tuesday now, because I use a ton of tags in the Christmas journal. All right, so let's go up some. Let me fix everything back up. And for the focus, let's see what we had. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we did 6. So very far from a project 20. Hey, Janet. Better late than never, girl. Better late than never. Yep, they could be used anytime. And so this is one that we still have to do. Here's one that I have kind of the pieces together, but not really. Here's another one. Here's another one. And then, so I still have a few to put together, but these are quite nice, I have to say. Yep, Mother's Day, birthdays. Let's pull these up a little bit so y'all can see. Well, you can't really see, it still ain't up far enough. But you can see the bottom of them. Y'all feel like I'm playing like a game or something. Moving stuff around. There we go. Now, there we go. So you can see all the clusters on here. Which, by the way, over in the Facebook group, over at Junk Journal Buddies, and the link is in the description as well. Over at Junk Journal Buddies, Penny has posted the new swaps, and one of them is clusters. So these are clusters that are on the bottom of these guest checks also. Sadie Hawkins Day. I think I'm going to make my own holiday up. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm going to make a holiday up for this. So I hope everybody enjoyed. Please make sure that you hit that thumbs up before you shove off. And also, if you want to get in on the perks and the rewards over at the Patreon page, the link is in the description as well. It's patreon.com/LizForAday, and I go live every morning over on the Patreon channel. So there's a ton of extra content over there on that side that doesn't make it over here to the YouTube channel. So, but I will say, y'all, I'm well over 500 videos strong over here on the YouTube channel. So you can binge your life away on my channel if you love junk journal stuff. And if you want even more stuff, you can head over to the Patreon channel. So y'all, I am going to shove off. Thanks everybody for coming on. Thank you all to all you who have given this video a thumbs up. And if you wanted to give it a thumbs up and you couldn't, that's okay too, because we're still going for the 1,000 likes on this video. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.